Greetings and good day, YouTube and Twitch highlight watchers. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in our mega build of Minecraft. Today we're going to be chilling and making ourselves more work on the wall, right? Hold on, let me just check something really quickly to make sure we're still good. Yeah, we're still good. All right. Volume of the music might be a little bit too loud. There we go. There we go. Now we're better. Now we're better. Anyway. What the heck are we doing? Oh yeah, that's right. Where are the... Well, hey, look at that. I remembered where they were. I'm gonna have to get some item frames, a bunch of item frames. Well, not have to, but I want to. And, replace these with the item frames. These are all gonna go into the auto smelters. And then at some point in the future, I'm gonna just work on cutting down trees until we get ourselves enough charcoal. Excuse me. Until we get enough charcoal to not have to worry about fuel for quite a while. Mind you, we have a fuck ton of coal, and we can get a fuck ton more, but can't help myself a little bit. Is that all charcoal? Yeah, it is. Sure, why not then? Might as well get these ones to work as well, outside of the other ones, which should still be cooking. For a little bit longer, at least. I don't even know if this is what I need, now that I'm thinking about it. Because what exactly do we have to do for the wall? There might be some extension we have to do, and there might be some stuff that we have to do to lower it some. I know that I have to do a ridiculous amount of work of extending it down, but that's for the quarry more than anything else. So we do have the lighting we need. Oh yeah, that's right. Because there's an area here somewhere where we go up by 2, and I needed to make that adjustment. I think it's over there. Because everywhere else is just fine and dandy, I think. Yeah, right there it is. There it is. Because that goes up like that, which is exactly what we need there. And this is going up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can go down by 1 there then. Shit. Yeah, okay, and then that right there. I might have to drop down one more time in order to get it perfect, but I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that.
Hey Spotifyers, click or tap the banner to listen to Rap Caviar. New music from
All
Lil
right.
Baby, Gucci Mane, and DaBaby. Brought to you by Slurpee. Anything flows.
This is John Bernthal. I'm inviting you to check out my podcast, Real Ones. The show features conversations with a diverse group of individuals, folks who have actually walked the walk, not just talk about it. Law enforcement officers, gang members, military personnel, medical professionals. We have activists and first responders. These inspiring people, they've had a profound impact on my life. I hope they can teach and inspire you as well. Hit the follow button on Spotify to stay notified about the new episodes that we've got cooking. Thank you so much.
All right. So far, we've had a couple of little adjustments we've had to make, but we've made them early enough to not be that big of an issue.
You want to hear with unlimited
Right.
skips and listening to music ad-free on any device. Upgrade to premium and listen your way.
1,
Tap the
2,
banner to
3,
learn more.
4, 5, 6. So we can basically knock everything down by 1. Right? Because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, the wall should be up there so we can knock everything down by 1, I think. Mind you, this is one of those situations where is that even what I wanted? Yeah, that is what I wanted. Okay, good. It's a bit annoying whenever you have to do shit like that, right? Make slight adjustments. It's hot today. Not as bad as it was a couple of days ago, but enough to where I'm still, you know, putting out a little bit of a sweat. It's weird. Like, I normally don't do that. And what that in question is like play a game for one day. Normally I'll like pick something else to play so I don't interrupt the game. And the game in question is Dishonored. So there's a part of me that's like, man, I feel like I should be playing Dishonored right now. But it's a Monday, right? And I like the routine of playing this game on a Monday. Oh, that's fucking right. I think the rest can go flat like this, actually. Maybe I'm wrong and off a little bit, but this is fine. This is gonna hurt a little bit, but that's okay. Shit. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it when a plan comes together. Might have to make some adjustments in the future as well, but I'll worry about that later. Time being, I gotta get the day going. Might want to start. Man, there are a lot of these golems around. These people must be nervous as hell if there are that many golems around. Hey, greetings and good day, Rhett. How are you doing today? Oh, ooh, I love weird ideas. Weird ideas mean now, I almost repeated that. Weird ideas mean, like, you have to think about them, right? That would be a hilarious thing to watch. That would be a hilarious thing to watch. What category would be under? Fucking 5%? That is interesting. I mean, it's not that it's a weird idea, I've not really heard of a lot of people. Speedrunners don't do that, though. You know what I mean? Speedrunners don't go, okay, I'm gonna get absolutely smashed before doing a speedrun. I don't think I've ever even heard of, like, a drunk speedrun before. You know what I mean? So, while it might not seem that weird in your eyes, it might not be weird technically. It sure as shit is unique. Because I, in all my thought process, I cannot for the life of me think, actually we should probably go from this way to that way, which... But yeah, see, a speedrun's a little bit of a different thing, right? Because when you're playing games when you're high or drunk, you're just having yourself a good old time, right? I speak from experience. But when you're trying to do something like a speedrun or a challenge and you're fucked up, that adds a whole layer of you trying to fight through the fog, in quotation marks, right? So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I know. It's how do I word this? It's one of those things where I don't know if it would be better or worse for someone who's put as much time into the game as you have, right? I would actually almost want to say it would probably be better. Like, if you just go off of instinct. So it goes, I placed it on 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's interesting. Everybody's experience of that kind of stuff different. For me, that's from my perspective what I was saying about fighting through the fog. For me, if I ever play a game and I'm fucked up, I can get through the game, but I have a much harder time. Like, you can tell now, like, there'll be times where I'll be having a conversation, I'll just lose my train of thought. It doesn't happen that often, but if I'm under the influence, it happens a lot more often. Alright? So, like, if it helps you concentrate, cool. For someone like me, though, it wouldn't work out, I don't think. We're probably only going to be doing this, like, this might be a shorter one today. Might only go for like an hour and a half, 2 hours instead of like 3 or whatever I did the other day. It's been kind of short lately with the Minecrafts, but I don't think I can be blamed considering I'm doing what I would consider the most mind-numbing of shit, right? And basically when I start running out of topics to converse about is when I'll be switching over to the React Andy section. The off the record, in quotation marks, React Andy section.
You're constantly evolving, just like your one-of-a-kind playlists. With Spotify Premium, it's easier than ever to play what you love and expand your library offline. Just download your favorite tunes and take off on your next adventure. Upgrade to Premium and listen your way. Tap the banner to learn more.
I'm gonna have to have some assholes down there I gotta deal with. Not a big deal. A little bit annoying, but nothing I can't handle. A fucking witch. Rude. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E. Hey. Anyway, I'll be right back. So earlier, I thought it was funny. I don't know if the thing showed. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fucking bitch. Two fucking seconds. 2 seconds, that's all it took, really? Whatever. Three, 4, 5. It's a little off. Don't care though. Alright, that's about as far as I think I'm willing to go right now for that before I mess something up. At least when it comes to without placing down more wallage. I'm also gonna have to repair this pickaxe of mine. Anyway, as I was saying earlier before I interrupted myself with the lanterns. Earlier I was talking about getting back into reading. Specifically fan fictions because, there's worlds that I like to read other people's takes on, you know what I mean? Can't help it sometimes. And I was talking about how this is related. How movies have this tendency to be like pretty fucking good up until the last 25% of the movie, and then it like starts to deviate from what made it good into something quite a bit dumb, right? And I kind of was very amused because right after I was done like with that conversation, we went into Minecraft, and it literally was just saying fan fiction on the little like the little yellow text where it like has a funny thing that it says to you or whatever. So I thought that was humorous. Anyways, I brought that up because I think one of the other things is like why people have this tendency to deviate from what's making a story good is some sort of unconscious fear of like not appeasing everybody, so they go with like a generic cause or effect or something like that for there to be the ending proper. That, or like they try and make the ending the way they make it in order to try and tease a sequel. The worst thing to do, I think, for a movie is tease a sequel and just make a sequel. But if you make a sequel, a sequel does not have to have the same characters as the original did if you're telling a slightly different tale, right? And like, I would make a comment about remakes having the same exact story, but I don't think remakes should have the same exact story. I think they should have the same exact premises, the same foundation that made them so well known and loved, but should they be exactly the same as the original? I don't think so, in all honesty. Anyway, there's another thing too when it comes to not original like movies and stuff like that, but this is more for fan fiction type works, where people will abide too closely to the story, right? Like, it's the same exact story, but just with slightly different character interactions or something like that. And that's a shame. I really think it is anyways. Again, I'm gonna be careful doing this. I'm gonna like use this as the marker, and then actually no, I'll use this one as the marker. And then from that point forward, unless this isn't right. No, this is right. Never mind, we're good. I'll use that as a marker. But yeah, like, for example, an author, I can't remember the name of the story and I can't remember exactly the plot because I didn't finish reading it because of this, what I'm about to talk about right now. But the story that I was reading had a character in a situation where they should have, without question, died. Right? They should have died. No questions. But some stupid shit went down, and of course they lived. And they lived so they could hit the plot points they needed to hit for the base story. And I got a little bit aggravated because, in my opinion, when you make a fan fiction of something, right, you're just using the world to build upon your idea of it. I like to do things differently. Another thing I've noticed is sometimes authors of fan fictions will have, like, if they make 100 of the same story, there'll be a lot of similar plot points and stuff like that. I have ideas where it's like, how about we take the main character and just kill him off? Let's see what happens when we do that, right? How the characters interact, how will the story change, what happens? And not pull some bullshit where they're really alive. No, they're actually fucking dead. Be right back. another thing is like, so of course you could make your own original work instead of doing a fan fiction thing. I personally enjoy the fan fiction stuff more because it's interesting to see how other people would take a world that already exists and like change it to their own personal satisfaction. Right? That's why I think I like fan fiction as much as I do. Don't get me wrong, I'll read original works as well, right? But it's been a while since I've like sat down and read a book.
We offer purpose-driven careers.
I just think it's more interesting, to me, it's more interesting to see somebody else's take on another world that already exists.
If you're interested in a role in
Anyway,
transportation, warehouse, or front office,
one of my favorite things is where they'll take characters that are normally good and make them evil, and take characters that are normally evil and make them good. But damn, there are some that are so dumb, they're good. And there are some that are so bad, I can't help but read them because it's an interesting idea, but the way that it's written is just not, like, the character interactions might not be the best, and the plot's kind of wonky, but it's an interesting enough idea to keep me reading. Very rarely do I come across one like that. I was reading one that was so poorly written, I had to read some of the chapters twice, if not 3 times, in order to like try and follow along what the fuck was going on. Just because of how unique it was. Anyway. I'm the type of person that will take a world and I'll go, okay, let's take the evilest of characters from whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it needs to be like right here. And make them good, right? Alright. But yeah, it's also a challenge to do, right? It's a fun challenge to do, to take like a character and change their entire personality. But here's the thing. I'm of a firm belief that you can't, like, sure, you could just say they are the way they are because they just are. But it's a lot more interesting when you figure, like, when you just, like, you throw a stone, right, into that puddle. And you see that, or you watch the butterfly flap its wings, and you just let the story ride itself to the wave that gets created because of the earthquake that the butterfly's flapping of the wings creates. That was a very roundabout way to talk about, like, the butterfly effect or whatever. That was a good movie. Have you ever seen the Butterfly Effect? I would highly recommend that film. Very good. Much wow. That, and I think there's one called The Number 23 that I really enjoyed. It's been a while since it's an older movie. That, okay, so that's a movie that I'm probably going to watch again at some point in the future. 13 Ghosts, which I think is my favorite horror film of all time. Or, yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with it and call it a horror film because it's fucking terrifying. Yeah. Yep. You absolute bastard. You absolute bastard. Why no elytra? I mean, I don't know. Just not really in the mood to use it. I don't know if it's less the resources that I like not having, but it's more just like for the time being. Well, yes, it would be useful for this kind of stuff. I just don't really feel a need for it. That, and I'm one of those types of people that I kind of want to try and get another, like a secondary elytra or whatever, before using that one and potentially losing it. You know what I mean? I'm one of those weird types of people that likes to have duplicates or whatever of something before risking that something. Got an XP farm. I mean, I can go fishing or just kill some stuff over there if I needed to repair my stuff. You know, and I think I do have Unbreaking, but like I said, I'm not really that. I get it, but I'm not really that concerned. It probably makes things a little bit faster, but
when you drive the most dependable mass market,
I'm one of those weird types of people that
about what you can't do and start doing what you never thought possible. Visit your local Kia dealer today
will
and
like
see
have a
yourself
tendency
behind
to
the
only
wheel
use
of
something when I
number one
truly. I have used an Elytra before. I think a long time ago when it first came out. Like I said, I never really sat down and played Minecraft after like I beat the dragon. That was like the last time I sat down and played it like this, outside of this playthrough that I've been doing, or this mega build that I've been doing, right? Previously I would like just play Minecraft for a little bit in creative mode and check out the new shit, and then I haven't even done that for a couple of years before I started the Kingdom build that I've been working on for the past year and a half, or however long I've been doing it. No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm one of those weird types of people that just like. I feel this weird satisfaction whenever I run through like this. Like, I know I could just pop the Elytra, pop a firework, and then fly over here. But I'm feeling this weird set of satisfaction every time I do this, where like, I did all of this without creative mode, and it's a satisfying feeling. Three, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I am a master at unintentional awesomeness. Yeah, Matt Churn is just some royalty-free music. I honestly, at this point, I think I could be okay with playing some soundtracks from actual games, right? Because the worst thing that has happened so far, from what I've noticed when it comes to me uploading the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas stuff, was it that? Yeah, from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, was that there were 2 songs that make it to where the video is unable to be shown in Russia. I know, I've just been lazy. I've just been lazy. I need to set that up, but well, I mean, I guess I can get started on the duplicate section of the wall. Well, of course. But this doesn't get the thing muted, right? Like, the VOD is not what gets muted, because if the VOD got muted, those sections would still get muted when I upload them to YouTube, right? What I mean is, from the YouTube upload, the only negative thing that happened was it says, like, there's a couple that get claimed, but it's like nothing happens to the video. It just the music gets claimed. So if you were gonna make any money on of it, instead that money goes to whoever got the claim of it, right? Unless you try to fight the claim or whatever, and I just don't give a fuck. Exactly. What I'm talking about, though, is there were 2 songs from GTA SA on the second day that I was playing it that, for whatever reason, those songs caused it to not be shown in Russia. Which is so weird to me. Oh god, this is gonna fucking suck! I know, but it's just weird. It's just weird to me that, like, because of music rights, a song literally won't be played in a whole... I can't remember the name of them. I can pull it up right now, though. Hold on. It Takes Two, Radio Edit, Bob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, right, is the first one. And the second one is Amos Moses, Jerry Reed. Oh, it actually happens a couple times on the Minecraft ones too, for whatever reason. And all it's doing, in all honesty, all it's doing is blocking the video from being shown in Russia because of literally 2 minutes of music. It's insane to me. Blocked everywhere. I mean, that all has to do with the way the copyright is being defended. I think I know that song. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the way that they're defending the copyright, right? Well, it's good to know that I'm going to be getting about this much of my, my stuff back. Maybe not as much, because I got to do stuff like that, but whatever, we'll see. We'll see. Figure it out, go from there.
You know what gets you moving, so why not get to the good stuff right away? With Premium, you can listen to music ad-free, get unlimited skips, and download playlists to listen offline. Enjoy unrestricted listening and upgrade to Premium. Tap the banner to learn more.
We can save it for later.
Unexplainable is a science show about...
Oh, wow, okay, it's a whole little series.
Like, we don't know how bikes work.
Get out. Come on.
We don't know where the moon came from.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that at some point.
Incredible.
We don't even know what life is.
No one has been able to define life, and some people will tell you it's not possible to.
Unexplainable takes you right up to the edge of what we know and keeps going. Follow Unexplainable on...
Yeah, I'm one of those weird types of people that, like, cannot bring myself to reasonably be bothered. So here's the thing. I think I'm gonna have to put up entrances somewhere, because this I'm gonna have to go all the way around on the inside in order to get out of here. Then again, we shouldn't be in this wall that often. Anyways. Yeah, I'm always one of those curious types that likes watching stuff, videos like that, those introspective type, hey, this is what's up with this situation here, and all that. But yeah, this is always one of those types of works that's so fucking hard to stick with, right? Oh, that's a good idea, actually. Having an exit right there or something like that. Yeah, no, I like that now. I mean, it's pretty close to the gate right there. But we have a couple more little spots like that or something similar, and we'll be good to go. And then you'll have to do a video about the difference between all three of the games. No, I'm joking. No, I know. That's why I said I was joking. I mean, it's been a rough week. I have long story short, insomnia. It's not been like medically deduced. I just know I have it. So there are some nights where no matter what, if I lay down, I just have trouble going to sleep for hours. So I say fuck it, and I don't stream whenever I'm like. There's a reason I cut off my stream at a certain point, even if I know it's gonna be rough for me to go to get to sleep, because at that point I would just be playing a game to play a game or something like that, right? Oh, I have Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. I've had it for a while. I got it either somebody gifted it to me or it was on sale or something like that. I can't remember 100%. But yeah, I do have Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. Oh, yeah. No, no, I think it was either last year or 2 years ago. I think I got, fuck, I'm an idiot. I think I got it when it was on sale for 99 cents, in all honesty. But again, I'm not 100% sure. Is there a way to figure that out? Like, if I click on the game, can it say, hey, how did I receive this? Did I buy it or did someone give it to me? And a lot of the time, this is going to sound weird, but like, my brain isn't tired. My body is, if that makes any sense, but I'm still yawning. Right? Like, I'm aware of what's up and I'm good to go. It's just my body wants to lay down, but my brain's like active as fuck right now. That, and I'm more rested today than I was any other day that I streamed so far, in all honesty. So ah, gotcha. Okay. Appreciate that. Oh, I couldn't help myself the other day because recently I finally picked up the anniversary edition of Skyrim because it was on sale. Like, couldn't help myself, so I picked it up, and last night I loaded into it and I started a character really fast and started a game, and I went to a fishing spot to see what the fishing was like. And I'm like so amused because all it is literally a fucking press a button to start fishing, exactly like you would do in this, exactly like you would do in Minecraft, basically, except there are designated fishing spots you go to, and you press the interact key on the bait that's just laying on the ground, basically. Because it's like a basket of cut up fish and stuff like that. So this is exactly what it is. It's like, all right, imagine that this is the thing that I'm talking about, right? Like a basket of fish, a bait. You click F on it, and then it automatically casts your rod out, right? And as soon as you get your bite, that's the fishing in Skyrim. And that's enough for me to be satisfied. Is it something that I would spend 40 hours in? Probably given enough time playing Skyrim, yes. But for me to put like a lot of for me to sit down, okay, let me put it this way. There are certain fishing mini games that I could play for 24 hours straight, right? Final Fantasy 15s is one of those. It's simple, but it gives you just enough interactivity to make it interesting for my brain. That is kind of like, oh, okay, I'll spend 10 minutes doing this and then move on because it's literally just, or it's maybe even an hour or two, right? But there's no way I could do it for longer than that. Or maybe I could, but again, it depends on the mood type of situation. guess what I'm getting right now? That's right. Star Wars Force Unleashed. That must have just happened today. Holy shit. Let's go. Give me 2 seconds to claim that, because that is a game that I played on. I got it on PlayStation. So wait, no, I don't have it on PlayStation. Oh no, this is Star Wars Force Unleashed. This is the game I wasn't thinking about. Oh shit, no, this is different. For some reason, I thought this was something else. Wait. Do I not have the Amazon Games app right now? I'll have to do this later then. Yeah, I'll have to do that later then. Thank you for saying something though. That is a game that I'll definitely spend some time in. Give me a second, be right back. Good looking, War.
With Trojan Bearskin Raw, you'll love every hair-raising, spine-tingling, heart-racing feeling. Trojan Bearskin Raw, America's thinnest latex condom.
Aaliyah is determined to come back senior year faster, wiser, and prove to everyone and herself that she's more than her mistakes. All she must overcome is all the chaos that unfolded her junior year. From debut author Erica Turner comes And Other Mistakes, a dynamic coming-of-age story about accepting oneself and rising in the face of uncertainty. Listen now on Spotify. No one knows your listening habits better than you. With Spotify Premium, you can download and pull up your playlists anywhere. Take advantage of offline listening and let your playlists take over. One song at a time. Upgrade to Premium and listen your way. Tap the banner to learn more.
Oh, what? Is it what I think it is? Hold on. Let me click on this really fast. Is it the good looking war?
With Trojan.
Yep. The ad. Oh my god. Fucking stupid. I don't think I've heard that ad all day. And I wasn't even thinking about it. Oh, that is something else, in all honesty. It really is. Wait, are these gonna grow back or no? I didn't mean to do this, but instinct took over and I'm like, well, we're about to find out. I don't think any of this is gonna grow back. Not a big deal right now. I'm just a little annoyed. Why are there pumpkin seeds? Here. There's supposed to be one here. Okay, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What? Is it? Wait. Well, there is supposed to be one over here, I think. Yeah. Because a pumpkin can go there, 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 and there, and it will be fine. And I think everywhere else is... Did I just figure out a way, unintentionally? Mind you, it requires you to put in and take out a mod, but to unintentionally create unlimited pumpkin seeds? This requires experimentation. This is what you would call a grade A distraction. Because the reason this would work is that there's a hoe you can utilize from the Aquacraft mod that anything that you rake, whatever it's called, break, or you hoe, any piece of land that you hoe, is always... It does! Oh, that's not even... That's hilarious. Okay. You rake over is always wet. Like it's always gonna be...
Every hair-raising,
Fuck you, commercial.
heart-racing feeling.
Something that
Trojan bearskin.
you,
America's thinnest latex.
like it'll always be, fucking, what's it? It's not fertile, wet, whatever you want to call it. But the fact that this isn't technically supposed to be here means that every time something grows, it's supposed to break this, and it's supposed to break this. This is supposed to be broken right now. But it doesn't break because it's glitched out technically, because we activated the mod, so that land is technically still always ready to be planted. That's a weird glitch that I accidentally stumbled upon.
With the Energy Choice program, customers in the Dominion Energy Ohio service territory can choose their own natural gas supplier. You might even be able to join an aggregate.
Yeah, I was having trouble in figuring out how to word that.
No problem. You'll still receive natural gas from an approved supplier at Dominion Energy's default rate. Just visit dominiongaschoice.com to learn more.
Well, it'll be short, but I do believe that after I get done with this couple of stacks of stone bricks, then we'll switch over to the React Andy section and then play some Grand Theft Auto San Andreas after that. But you might hear me start to bring up fan fiction stuff more often because I'm reading that type of stuff more often, right? And it's just always amusing to me to come across a story that's like, another example, came across a story recently that was, or is so far, 2 parts, right? And the first part was really fucking good, right? Like, really good. And part 2 is, or was, decent, but then some conflict happened, right? And it wasn't one of those types of things that it didn't feel necessary. It felt necessary, but as a result of the necessary conflict, it's created a complete deviation of where the plot was and is heading, and I feel that it's like just unnecessary drama. It's now like, I feel like it's doing stuff for the sake of doing it, right? Like, they want the drama. That, and I've noticed something else where, like, the author, I think, doesn't remember some of the stuff that they wrote down. Like, they're not able to keep track of their own plot, because there's been several occasions where they've had 2 characters talk to each other about something happening, and then in a chapter or 2 almost have that same conversation or have plot progress based off of those characters not having had that conversation that they had previously. And I'm sat here going, what happened from part 1 to part 2? What happened? Regardless of that, to me, you know what it is? This is what it is. To me, this is a comparison that you can make easily enough. A fan fiction is very similar to adding mods to a video game, at least in my opinion, right? Because like, you love the world of Skyrim, but you want to change it up and make things different, so you basically turn it into a fan fiction. My humor is fucking stupid. That is funny as fuck to me. I've never heard that one before. That is funny as fuck to me. Ugh. And this is just annoying as shit. I'm not good at fractions, but you a whole bitch. I'll have to remember that one. Oh. Listen, I can't help it. I find funny what I find funny. Right? Stupid humor is the, like, dad jokes. I don't know why, but it's just... It's just there's something about, like, how dumb it is that makes it entertaining. I ain't good at fractions, but you a whole bitch. Oh shit, that's good. That is a good one. It reminds me of the play on words jokes, right? Like the Abbott and Costello, who's on first. I'll never forget the day that I sat down and I watched the actual, like, Abbott and Costello, who's on first skit. I was big surprised. This was actually a couple years ago. I was reading a fan fiction, and they made a reference to it, right? The author made a reference to Abbott and Costello, and I was like, I have heard references like this so many times. Hell, there's a couple YouTubers that I watched a lot at the time that would make the, like, somebody would say why, like, press the Y button, and the dumbass would say because I want to know. Never really got a chuckle out of me or a smirk or anything like that until I watched the Abbott and Costello skit. Now, the very least, I get a smirk on my face whenever I hear shit like that. Because I understand. Like, I understand the premise of, like, how the joke flows and all that. I get it now. Because there are certain jokes that when you read them, they're not as funny as when you hear them out loud. Especially if the people that are saying those jokes out loud are doing it in such a way to where it's less of, like, you being told and more a story being told. Right? That, and not too long ago, I got to watch, one of the Monty Python movies. I haven't watched all of them yet, but I do intend to at some point. "'Tis but a scratch. Your arm's been cut off." Dumb. Oh God. I will say, however, that if you hear certain jokes enough, those jokes have a tendency to no longer be funny. I will say that because a long time ago, anytime I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4, my little sister would always want to have me drive the character to the fucking comedy club and listen to the comedians, right? And the first 10 times wasn't that bad. After that, though, it got real fucking bad where I can't do it now because it's been so long, but at the time I could probably recite the jokes with my eyes closed because of how many fucking times I saw that shit. It's amazing what time does to your memory, though. This is not what I intended to do exactly, but I'll take it. I'll take it. That is so funny to me. Can you do anything with pumpkin and watermelon seeds? I don't think you can outside of, you know, replanting. That's what I mean by more planting. No! Fuck! And I'm not gonna take over this with watermelon because this is going to be farm for wheat.
With Trojan bearskin raw, you'll love
Potato, carrot.
Spine-tingling, heart-racing feeling. Trojan bearskin raw.
And I think beetroot as well.
Thinnest latex condom.
We just had to bring it up. We had to bring attention to it. Now that commercial's playing every fucking time.
Well, now's your time. Spotify for podcasters lets you record from your phone or computer. Then publish your show everywhere podcasts are heard for free.
You know, real talk, I have so much trouble at the idea of using a brand that's named Trojan, because the only thing I could think of is Trojan horse, and Trojan horse, you know, like, it's hard for me to mentally wrap my mind around that idea. Mind you, that's probably not why it's named for, but I can't stop my brain from thinking, you know, I feel like you're setting me up. Just like the Trojan horse was a setup. If that was the case, the brand wouldn't exist. Right? But still, I can't help my brain from being, like, turned off from that brand. Because of the connection that I make with it. That's not that bad. We're almost there, actually. That's not that bad at all. I thought we'd have a lot more work to do. I'm gonna try and rip up some of the land, or not land, some of the dirt. Not dirt, dumbass. Stone bricks or blocks or whatever the hell they're called in order to finish up the rest of that copy-paste stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, like I was saying about the Skyrim stuff, I thought to myself, you know what? Screw it. I'll spend 10-15 minutes playing it just to see what it's like. And that I'm glad I did instead of playing the anniversary edition, like, for my next playthrough, because I was gonna delay adding mods. In all honesty, I was gonna delay adding mods in order to play it one more time with the full thing. But in this case, I might just do an off-stream playthrough and then add a metric fuck ton of mods as I go along, or write down a list of mods that I would like to add and then go from there. Actually, it'd be a better idea to go over here and do this. So yeah, I'm gonna go through a list and figure out what exactly I want for mods. That, and like I might look more into like survival mods and stuff like that, because they do have an in-game survival mode, and I like that kind of shit. Adds a little bit more difficulty to things. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a lot of research on mods and stuff like that, and try and figure out what kind of an experience I want whenever I do play Skyrim again on stream. Ah, did I do it again? I did do it again. Son of a beach. And then this has to go like that. And then these ones can be flat. This has to go down. These can be flat. And yeah, even if you don't enjoy, like, even if you're not a writer or something like that, I think a fun little thought experiment type thing is to take a character from a media that you enjoy and just, like, figure out different ways to change them ever so slightly. Some characters are way easier to change than others, just because of, like, the less of a background they have, the more you can just throw down. I'm gonna have to finish that up later. For the time being, let's drop some of this stone, and then next thing I gotta do is probably AFK fish for a little while. I wonder if I could be... No, that wouldn't work. There's no way that would work. I was gonna say if I could have like the AFK fishing going on in the background while I was like alt-tabbed playing Grand Theft Auto in the foreground. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work, because if I ever do that, I have to have this game running. Otherwise, it would pause it automatically. So that's a no-go. Another game that I'm probably gonna end up playing again at some point. I did try to do a playthrough of it not too long ago, but for one reason or another, the game was running like ass, so I just said screw it and played something else. Cyberpunk 2077, I do want to do another playthrough of that game, but I pretty much am not going to touch it for a little while. I don't think until I get that next RAM upgrade. Regardless of that, the SSD or the SSD might be able to help it more so. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we need. All right, that's actually nope, don't do it. I was gonna switch over to my pickaxe again, but... And now I can't even jump. I can't even jump from the height that I used to be able to jump to. Damn. Damn shame. Tired. Like, and again, it's not like my brain is tired, my body is. I don't know, I hate that feeling.
Mazda's most powerful vehicle yet. Craft every detail.
Kind of a little bit of an interruption of the wall, but we're pretty much done working on the wall. I do think the next thing I am going to try and do is,
To create more than a car. To create a connection. The first ever
after today's stream, I'll probably AFK fish on this one.
Introducing Butt Dial, a new podcast that eavesdrops on calls between your favorite artists. Like Hyam.
I don't even know if I should say this.
Dave One from Chromeo, and Ezra from Vampire Weekend.
I actually think that the sound of the dawn of time exists.
Yeah, it's a shakuhachi. It's a Japanese bamboo flute.
Keanu the Day and Bia.
Do you play games at all? I don't play games, baby.
Butt Dial.
Weird vibes for urgent times.
Tap now to listen for free on Spotify.
Unexplainable is a science show about everything we don't know. Like, we don't know how bikes work.
Get out. Come on.
We don't know where the moon came from.
Holy cow. You've touched the moon.
This is incredible.
We don't even know what life is.
No one has been able to define life, and some people will tell you it's not possible to.
Unexplainable takes you right up to the edge of what we know and keeps going. Follow Unexplainable on Spotify.
That works.
For new episodes every Wednesday.
Man, it feels early, it really does. But I'm just not feeling any more Minecraft right now. Mind you, next week, I'll probably be feeling Minecraft. But for the time being, I think this is a good place to wrap up. Right? Like, there's a part of me that does kind of want to work on the wall more, but there's another part of me that's like, just not right now. I just don't feel like it. Stop it. We did get about an hour and a half, like I said, an hour and a half, 2 hours. I called it. I knew how that would have ended up. Anyway, yeah, no, like I said, I think it's a good time to wrap up for today with Minecraft. For those of you that are new here, if you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen of the kingdom via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. If you're watching on YouTube, links will be in the description below through all my links. Exclamation point links like so. If you're watching on YouTube, be it live, the highlight, or the VOD, well, it's still up there. Be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as where you can communicate with other citizens of the kingdom. Oh, yeah, whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. And until next time, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.